Good morning. Hi, welcome to today's video. I have the habit of asking, what is my soul's work today? What is my dharma? What am I here to accomplish today? And then letting my intuition come through. Today, I was guided to record this video for us as it's an eclipse day, and this video will be released on the next eclipse day, which is in 2 weeks. And the prompt of the week has been to continue doing holographic healing, which is the understanding that everything is within the whole, everything is part of the whole of the one, and that we are all reflections of one another. We are a reflection of the earth is a reflection of the sun, and vice versa. So today, together, we're offering a healing that is collective. It's not pick a card, it's collect. I have different tools around here, and I've been shown to do light language like this. And so what we're going to do is view this card, this being, this body as your being, as your body, and being holographic. We're going to address your whole body, your whole energy system, your whole being, your whole consciousness through this card. And this is not just a video ASMR, this is truly a healing, a ceremony. So if you're up for it, sure, keep watching, say I accept, and ask yourself if you trust this moment, if you're ready for this moment, if you're ready for this healing. And if you just wanted some light fun, you can watch it at that level too. You can say, okay, I accept to just watch and not receive the energies. So let's start. I have a Lemurian starseed that is going to help us with the tools. I have no words, but I should be really finding words for this one. This is not just a crystal. It truly is a friend, and he is really lighting up the path for me to be able to serve the collective as much as possible. And if you want to, address all of the phases of life and all of the transformation that you're interested in dealing with, one, I'm here, I'm available for you. I have classes, I have lessons, I have Patreon, and you can come and book a session with me. You can contact me, and we can truly help you. Personally, this is a group reading that is going to affect you. But if you want to make the most of my skills and of my knowledge and my presence, then I would recommend, coming to see me. We're also going to work with the mimosa oil, and we're going to do that now, setting the scene. So mimosa is part of the family of acacia, and it's one of the first one to flower in the winter before spring, and it's those beautiful, beautiful yellow flowers that smell like heaven. So to anoint you and anoint the moment, the present. And if you want to feel, connect to your memory of the mimosa flowers, maybe you know them, breathe it in. Great. And so we're going to start the healing. And there's going to be a few cards, a few readings, but it's mostly a lot of different light language to help illuminate what the eclipses are communicating to us. So the eclipses are the first one in the Libra and Aries axis. It's the nodes have shifted in July, and so those are the first eclipses in this axis, and it's going to be like this for 18 months. So this is the first set of eclipses, and then we'll have other sets every 6 months. We're really up on a new journey, and I highly consider I recommend you to go check your astrological chart and see which houses are the Libra and the Aries axis, to see which spheres of your life are going to shift tremendously. And I look forward for your advancements, your journey. But the best we can do, when we talk of eclipse, we talk of, the light being cut off, the light of the moon and the light of the sun being obscured and not visible from our planet Earth, so not visible from us, which creates a huge, disconnect from the continuous energy flow that goes that way. And it's a shaking, a transformation, like we're resetting the network. And we want to have clarity about what those shifts are so that you can best work with them. You can co-create with them, with the energy. So clarity in the shape of, doing this beautiful healing. And we've got the scarab beetle here who is, pushing the sun in the ancient Egyptian lore. The scarab pushes the sun. He's the one who's making the sun travel around the earth. So this is why I gathered the symbol here. So we have the clarity and the healing and the cleansing of the selenite. We have the direction that is set by this Lemurian starseed. We have the mimosa, which is opening the Akashic records and opening the clarity, the yellowness. They're like little suns exploding those flowers. And so this is what we want to do. We want to really push away all the blocks and really open up the path for you to have that clarity and to be able to plan accordingly, and to really just see what the eclipses are gifting you. They're gifting you an energy of transformation, of really witnessing where you've been going and being able to redirect towards the most appropriate path for you within those spheres of life. So it could be the first house and the seventh house, could be the second and the eighth, and then you can do more research online about what those houses mean if you're not really connected to astrology. And if you want to do that work with me, I do apply a lot of astrology in one-on-one sessions. So I'd love to look at your charts and help you get all of the data and all of the healing that is ready for you. All right, so I feel like we need to read a little bit the meaning of this card, which comes from the Galactic Heritage Cards by Lisa Royal Holt. And it's important. It's a beautiful healing. I really enjoyed picking this card. Pleiadians recognize that all consciousness is holographic. When one part of the hologram is influenced, so is the whole, and that is the foundation of Pleiadian healing methods. True healing for humans, physical and mental, emotional, adheres to this principle too. When we influence one part of our beingness, the whole is affected. This card encourages you to see your life experience holographically rather than as a series of separate events. Healing in the now or in past lives affects the whole you. So each step you take toward your healing now will affect the entire hologram of your existence. That's a really beautiful sign. It talks about past lives. I have a beautiful meditation on YouTube where you can witness a past life, and you can call on the intentions of witnessing the past lives that needs the most healing to impact your life for the highest good, your current life for the highest good. So I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can go in it. And if you want to go deeper, I have a whole workshop on past lives called the Zeal Chakra. And now we're going to let the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krantz show us the way, show us a more comprehensive energy clarity for our healing. I love this so much. It's so beautiful. I mean, wow. And those are different space objects. And then we have a diamond. I love the designs of those boxes. All right, so enough with the aesthetic. Let's go on to the meaning. So please show us the best advice in order for us to get more clarity in our healing ceremony today together. I've got 2 cards. Okay. So we've got the self and the maiden. So before we read, I want the energy to come through and your intuition to piece together what's the self and the maiden mean. And I also want to say that the maiden could definitely be the Libra archetype and the self, the Aries archetype, which is, the first one, the first house, the first symbol, the first sign of the zodiac year. And we start with Aries, which is all about the head, which is all about the self, the one, the individual. So this is kind of interesting to see the axis. And maybe that's what happens, maybe the clarity comes from understanding that you are between the tipping balance between Libra, which is all about the collective and society and how we relate to one another, the balance, the equilibrium, and the self, which is all about, okay, but my path, my direction, my journey, my one life, my one incarnation right now as this person. So maybe finding that balance and how that balance is going to affect the houses in your astrological chart. How finding the balance is going to balance both houses, and for you to find the middle and the healing that comes from the middle. Zai, Dai, Zai, Toi. Okay, we're gonna start with the light language transition that doesn't ever happen. Toi, toi, toi. Tay, 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 tay. Soy, soy, tok, chosh, tay, 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 tay. To, 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 toi, tay, tay, son, to, okay, okay. So sometimes you can be too much in here, sometimes you can be too much in here. It's about finding the balance between the individual and the transpersonal, which is what I call the other chakras. And yes, you can learn a lot when you balance both service to others, which is how I started my videos, right? The Dharma, how can we serve others, and what is my soul's work, and the self. It's very important to know that the spiritual journey is, yes, healing yourself and addressing yourself in your one journey. And then it turns, like at some point, it turns into service to others, service to life, service to earth. And that's the whole journey that I've been writing, that I've been facilitating for others through my school since 2020. So if you're interested in knowing more about the other chakras, the other places, the other energy body, the widened, more expanded, the expanded energy body, then you should go check my school. I have a lot of different workshops about the different chakras, and if not, we're gonna stay here in that healing. Oito. Yeah, definitely a rewriting of how much you've been unbalanced in those spheres. And maybe you give too much of yourself or not enough. Focused on yourself. Your two turns towards the others and not yourself, or vice versa. I'm guided to do this. Let's see if it fits. All right. So Breathe through it, okay? Yeah, just making those shifts between where the sun is addressing the life, the energies, and healing the base, the middle, and the upper. As the energy settles, let me read both excerpts, both cards. So we've got the self, the soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is a prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its part, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central, abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back in, to witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing, as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. Witnessing, accepting of yourself. If this card is perplexing for you, you are on the right track. It challenges us to expand our sense of identity beyond the little self, and the ego resists such movement. And now for the maiden. The maiden, the virgin, the princess, the innocent. The maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She's compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden, mother, crone, and rightfully so because she has oh so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Curious, enchanting, sensual, full of vitality. And when it's in the shadow side, it pretends, it projects, it denies, it fantasizes. Do you long to be rescued by another or receive a kiss that brings you back to life? Be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life. Not the easiest, but there's also beautiful keys to open that up, to see how, the path is leading you somewhere else, right? We're walking away from the first beginnings of those energies and we're accomplishing the growth that is offered there. Let's keep on. Let's keep on healing the energy here. Boy my doi sai boy die soy doom 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 doom. Thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please allow yourself the space to digest all of this, to process all of this. You've got this.